Hello again, as promised, another Power of Three card reading, this time with three of my favorite Oracle card decks. Stay tuned.
Time to get back to natural.
So if you missed the previous videos all about this new moon and Aquarius energy, you should definitely check those out. And the video right before this was a Power of Three tarot reading. And this time I want to actually do another Power of Three, and that's going to be with three of my favorite decks, the Moonology deck, Daily Crystal Inspirations, and Work Your Light. And I like to bring those energies in and kind of use it as a message from the moon, a message from the crystal spirits and the crystal that are recommended to work with, and the message that that crystal has. And then the Work Your Light deck is really kind of a message from source directly, but source connected to your soul. So your soul connected to source, your higher self, and the message that that general higher self energy has for us with this new moon energy. So let's get right in. I'm going to start with the Moonology deck. I'm also going to start doing some videos, and although they're all unboxed already, I'm going to kind of do some reviews, give a little shout out to the deck creators and all of that stuff, and kind of do a little general walkthrough of all of my decks. But one day. So just cleanse the space, cleanse the cards. Just looking for one card. Thank you, Spirit, for your energy. Thank you, Moon. Thank you, Madam Moon, for your message with this new moon in Aquarius. What would you have us know, Madam Moon, with this very potent energy that is going to peak tomorrow, the 11th of February at 2:06 p.m.? What would you have us know? What should we focus on with this energy? Thank you in advance for your guidance. I just need one card. All right. We've got a fiery climax approaches, and that is full moon in Aries energy. So in the last reading that I did for the tarot, we were talking about what that spread was all about, which in a general scope was some mental blockages that we may have in terms of combating with ourselves or combating with somebody else in regards to what it is that we actually want to pursue in regards to our passions and our purpose. So this is definitely aligning with that energy in regards to this fiery climax, because it definitely did show a little bit of a combat situation that many of us do have to fight for when we want to change things up. And this whole energy, again, the whole world really is feeling this fiery climax. We've been seeing it in politics. We've been seeing it in racial affairs and situations across the board and across the world. We've been seeing it with COVID and the vaccine situation and all of that. So this is no joke what's happening right now. And again, we're talking about Aquarius energy, which is switching everything up from the way things have been very fixed and very about every man and woman for themselves and very materialistic. And then Aquarius comes sweeping in with all of its airiness and about spirituality and about collective consciousness and about collaborating with the community, and that is going to create a clash in itself. So that Five of Swords energy was definitely all about that, and there is a way for you to kind of get to what it is that you want, but you do have to get through this climax and this fiery climax. Like any climax is like bam shalaka bang bang, but when you say fiery climax, you're expecting something big. So be prepared, be mindful. Again, this is the time to really script out what it is that you want. Be true to yourself, be unapologetic with it, because people are going to try to sway you. People are going to try to break you down. That's what the five energy is all about as well. And are you going to be the one that stands firm, or are you going to be the one that walks away in defeat, right? That's really a choice that has to be made, and you have to make that choice. Again, Swords energy is about the intellect. It's about what's happening in the mind. So you do also have to decide first, before this combat starts, before this climax comes, what is your decision going to be? Are you going to stand firm in that decision, so that one ish hits the fan, you're unswayed, you are unwavering, you know exactly what it is that you want. So Very good message for this. Again, Aries energy is, Mars energy. It's about aggressiveness. It's about combat. It's the war planet. So that's also what brings in that fiery kind of combat war type of energy in regards to that. So let's see what Crystal Spirit would like to give us a message today, as well as to let you know if you are connected to crystals or if you'd like to be, what would be a good crystal for you to work with and to connect with for this particular energy. So giving thanks to our crystal energies. Everything is energy and energy is everything. And we've got crystal that I'm actually working with right now, and I've been working with for quite some time, apophyllite. Now apophyllite is telling you to stay positive. Right on point with the last reading for the Power of Three Tarot, as well as with this card coming from the Moonology deck about this fiery climax, because again, this is about combat. This is about there being a little bit of strain. We're talking Mercury retrograde, which is also creating combat, is going to create miscommunications, is going to, create kind of glitches in technology and things getting through the effective way. So given all of those potential mishaps that can happen personally for yourself, technologically, in your relationships, it is very, very important indeed to stay positive. If you can get your hands on a piece of apophyllite, ideally an apophyllite crystal, pyramid, then you should definitely look for an apophyllite pyramid and connect with that energy and just let it continue to uplift you. I do have this energy in an elixir that I make every new moon and full moon that I bless all of my potent potions oils with, and this is very moving for me as well because of that kind of confirmation that I'm getting that I'm putting the right energies to what it is that I'm healing and sending out to other people in regards to making sure that they have what they need to be aligned and to stay magical and to manifest what it is that they want. So apophyllite, stay positive. All right. So despite the fiery climax, despite all the combat, despite not necessarily having things exactly how you want them yet, just stay the course, stay firm, stay true, stay positive, and it will turn itself around. They say it's always darkest before the dawn. When you talk about transformation and change, think about Phoenix rising from the ashes. Got to come out of fire. So it's literally, that's the fiery climax that needs to happen for you to get to the other side. And if you have what it takes, you are going to get exactly what it is. If you give up and you end up being again the one defeated, like in that Five of Swords energy, then you're not necessarily going to get what it is that you want. You're not going to be able to, get that manifestation going. And if you stay in a negative space, if you feel like, timing is not divine and that it should be happening now and that's the way that you say it, then you're micromanaging the universe, and then you're not allowing yourself to let go, let God, and to really create what it is that is meant for you. What is meant for you cannot miss you. So just have the patience, stay positive, stay true, and let's see what higher self energy, source, soul, spirit has to say about all of this to tie it all together. Thank you, Spirit, for one card. Just a little bit extra energy to wrap it all up in a pretty red bow for this new moon in Aquarius. All right, that's two cards, so I'm going to keep shuffling on that. Thought it was one. Just looking for the one card. Spirit, thank you for your cooperation. One card to align this. Oh, all right. One just flew out at me, so that's the one we're going to take. And Spirit wants to tell you starseed. And if you don't know about starseeds, you should Google that ish. You should YouTube that ish. I'm all about it. What lights you up? Now, I was talking about that in my Minute Motivation. I was talking about that in all of these past videos. I was talking about that in the last Tarot Power of Three and all of this. This is about your passion and this is about your purpose. This is about what it is that you do that you lose complete track of time, that you are not concerned about what else is happening. You are just entranced and enthralled. That is how you are going to find your purpose. That is how you're going to know your purpose. That is how you are going to make sure that when this fiery climax comes, you've been waiting for it. You're like, yes, because I know that this is what needs to happen for me to get what it is that I want, for me to finally now create what I have been trying to manifest all of this time. think about what lights you up. Think about, again, that as above, so below energy. Starseed energy, again, if you don't know anything about, but I definitely recommend you looking into it. And if you're watching this, chances are you are a starseed, because you're seeing this for a reason, and everything happens for a reason. So starseed energy is being connected to other planets, to other energies, to multi-dimensions. And oftentimes when you are connected to starseed energy, you don't feel like you are part of this world. You always constantly look at the stars. You always feel like you belong somewhere else. You're from another planet. And you can talk about various different starseed systems and energies, and there are a multitude of them. So definitely check. There are even quizzes online that you can do to find out what starseed energy you are more connected to. So definitely delve into that if this is resonating with you in some way, and if you're somebody that was always a kind of look up at the moon, look up at the stars, and feeling in some ways that you don't belong, and that you're just so different, whether it's even in your family or just looking at the world in general. So that's also why it's important to stay positive, to know that you are absolutely of another world. You are otherworldly, and chances are the thing that you are passionate about, the thing that is about to hit the fan, that climax that is about to, connect with you, that again is going to be, chances are, in service of others. It's really about collaboration. It's about collective consciousness. This is about doing something more than just doing it for you. It's about doing something for the world that is going to be a betterment for the world. So if you know that you have a passion, if you have an idea, if you have something that is lighting you up, that you know can help and serve other people, that is what you are waiting for, and that is what you need to stay positive about, and that's what you need to look forward to this fiery climax. Look at it as a good thing, and that, again, thinking about the previous reading is, of this kind of combat energy, that, just release the restrictions in your own mind that are keeping you away from this particular energy, that's keeping you away from focusing on that light. We've got light energy, we've got positive apophyllite energy, and we've got fire energy in this reading. So all of that is just pointing so strongly to whatever it is that you feel so passionate about that you can, again, completely lose track of time. That is what you are supposed to be doing. This new moon energy is really all about that, finding out what your passion is, what your purpose is, aligning yourself with the right energies, communicating that with the people that you care about, that you love, that you want on board, that you want to do this thing with. And again, with this Mercury retrograde, you want to make sure to communicate it as effectively, as concisely, as clearly as possible, to make sure that, the natural glitches that happen in a retrograde are minimized as much as possible. And then it's just going to bring all of it to fruition when it comes time. This is new moon energy. Despite the retrograde, it really is, again, a time for a lot of re-energy, reflect, revisit, redo all of those re-energies, and think about exactly how you want to push this thing forward that you have in your heart and in your mind. And go, 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 because the universe is absolutely on your side. And find out if you are a starseed and connect with your people, because they're waiting for you. All right, that's it for now. We'll see if I've got another video coming up, but enjoy this moon. Enjoy your life. Hit me up if you need anything. And lest we forget, it is not about getting back to normal. It is time to get back to natural. Peace.